Namaste, Angel. This is going to be our Hunter's full moon reading, Aries full moon reading. It is 11:11. Oh, did you see the orb? I had changed the lighting in here, they weren't really being captured on camera that much. I don't know if you saw that one. Anyway, what was I even saying? It was just like this, so like something buzzing by. Crap. This is our Aries full moon reading. The Hunter's full moon. Let's just get into it because I don't know what I was about to say. So, one thing I do want to say is that, well, I don't know what kind of day you. Oh, it's 11:11. Did I mention that? It's exactly 11:11 right now. When I went to start and I noticed the time, it was 11:10, and then the clock switched. 11:10 p.m. 11:11 p.m. rather. This morning at 11:11, exactly 11:11, I got a text from my ex-husband, my children's father, like randomly sending me money, and I shared it because I'm it's not the first time. I very strong abundance, attraction energy from me. Well, I'm a Gemini. We represent the magician energy, so I am a master manifester, if I do say so myself. Anyway, it's not about me, this reading. This is about the Aries full moon and fire and stuff. So I don't know how many of you watch my readings regularly that you'll remember that about a month ago, all these fire cards came out, and I said there may actually be like a fire somewhere or like a volcano or something. I was seeing all this red. And sure enough, this volcano in Spain started to have tremors. It's been having tremors since September 19th, which is my niece's birthday, my ex's birthday. It's continued to have these tremors, and right now it's still like overflowing. And they're focused on it because simultaneously there was an eruption in Japan today, another volcano. So that's all the fire, I think, from the fire energy of Aries. Hopefully it'll be healing and cleansing. I mean, it's Mother Nature, so it is what it is. Not something we can stop. It's karmic energy. The Hunter's Moon itself, though, I expect to be about. You may feel anxious, and I'm saying that because I was shuffling. I saw I used two decks here. Saw the Nine of Swords a couple times and from one deck. And then a card fell out on the floor and I picked it up. It was the other Nine of Swords. And then I opened the cards to put that Nine of Swords in, and I opened it to the first Nine of Swords. So they were like together. And then I changed my mind. I said, no, let me put this one somewhere else. And then I started shuffling again. So I just felt like this moon is going to bring maybe some anxiety, anxiousness, impatience. And that may be because of the Mercury and or Gemini influence also. Mercury having just recently, 2 days ago, exited retrograde, so it's in shadow, leaving, and it will take a little while for us to get like fully reacclimated and adjusted. So it could be that. Of course, Gemini is also still the North Node. There's other things going on with Aries too. There's the Chiron effect. Maybe that's why it's additionally. Yeah, I think impatience is a better word in terms of the anxiety than like being afraid. Sometimes the Nine of Swords can be about being like afraid. And when I say anxious, I mean like I can't wait. Like I'm impatient. You know what I mean? So that leadership, of course, Aries represented by Major Arcana card 4 in the tarot, the Emperor, which is all about leadership, authority. This could also be about like pursuing our passions, that fiery red energy, drive, and maybe being impatient about the results, about them. I talked about being a master manifester. Usually when I say stuff, it's like, even if it seems like unrelated, even to myself, and I don't know why I'm saying it, it ties in somewhere and we find out like when. So maybe in terms of being a master manifester, more of us will put, drive into that, intent into what we're trying to manifest so that it can be quicker because we're impatient right now. And we're like anxious, like I need it now. I can't, need all my needs met now. I can't wait. So it may help that we have this Ace of Pentacles here from the other deck that we're starting with. The inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts, followed by the Four of Wands. It's time to kick back, relax, and to celebrate all that you have. Joy arises from success in your career, the completion of a project, or a very happy home life. And the Five of Wands is immediately behind that. Sometimes for me that can represent that energy of like hot pursuit, you know, going after your passions by any means necessary. Nobody's going to stop me, you know, like a can't stop, won't stop kind of energy. It can be about competition, but, you know, like there's an energy of competing, maybe for joy, maybe for happiness, you know, and it's like, you know, who's going to win, who's going to be successful here. Maybe for somebody literally for a home or assets, splitting assets for whatever reason, divorce, estate, inheritance, something. Occasionally, you may experience clashes with others. If you decide the matter is worth your energy, then do what you can to minimize the conflict without sacrificing your goals or beliefs. I don't think this is a negative Five of Wands, because the next card is also upright, and it's the Six of Pentacles, one of my most favorite cards, all about the energy both to give and receive. It's about being charitable, about like right on time assistance. Something comes through, or, you know, the universe comes through for you. Maybe if you are, you know, in a situation, it's difficult, all of a sudden you get the right intuitive message, exactly what to do. Write a letter to this one and, you know, include this and this and this. Oh, like, take that out, don't leave that in there. And, you know, you get it just right, and it works to serve whatever purposes you're trying to serve. Or you get credit that you're applying for, even if you didn't expect it. My score is not that high, I'm not going to get this credit. Boop, you're approved. Here you go. Here's your new car, here's your new phone, here's your new house, you know. Whatever it is. Or in terms of love, it again, give and receive, the energy and the ability to do both. And for love energy to be able to pass both ways, because it needs to be able to in order to be healthy. So both of us are are able to both give and receive in a healthy way. That can be what this is about. If you receive some sort of abundance, when this card shows up, it also says that you should, you know, somehow pay it forward, be charitable yourself. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be money again, but let's just say to make it simplest. You know, I just scratched off this lottery ticket. I won $500. Let me give 50 to, you know, somebody that helped me. Or let me buy a gift card for, or let me go and pay for the next 10 coffees at Starbucks so the people that come in behind me don't have to pay. You know, something like that. Back to this deck. Again, the card that we're starting with is leadership. For me, this is totally representative of the energy of Aries and what I think this moon is going to be about in large part. And also change. And it's definitely going to be about change, because full moon's about endings. So something has to change. Something's going to transition or transform or start anew. Because whatever is existing as of now is not going to exist the same way tomorrow, the day after. It will have changed. And that change can be, you know, larger or smaller, or sometimes a change that we don't notice. It's more subtle. Sometimes a major change. It's like the tower. It may have something to do with domestic harmony. Or healing. Or both. Or love partnership. Did you notice all the cards were blue that I just opened to? Communication. Change for the better. Your environment. People, places, things with which you surround yourself. Again, love partnership. On that note, having seen it twice, I'm going to go ahead and cut. This is the numerology deck, numerology oracle. If anybody's unfamiliar, very last minute, I was guided to pull these out, do the reading with these. Overall energy, card number 67, physical activity, followed by 55, adventure. So it's like double change. And it's exciting. It's an adventure, a new path, a new journey. And that can be what the physical activity is even referring to, the journey, you know, even so it's like it can be like metaphoric physical activity. We're starting out on this new path. So here we go, you know. So again, here we had the Ace of Pentacles first. This is all about abundance. Four of Wands, happy home, joy, remodeling, new home, new relationship, commitment, dating, official, getting married, getting engaged. There's that Nine of Swords. There's that Nine of Swords. Just open to it again. We also looked at the Five of Wands, so I'm going to put that away in here, and the Six of Pentacles. I'll mix these up a bit. I don't know how everybody's day has been so far with this moon, but for me, it's been a very Nine of Wands kind of energy kind of day. That sort of like annoying things are popping up, but nothing that can't get past, nothing can handle, or just annoying that this occurred, Like it was annoying that I broke a nail. And I don't know what I was doing in my sleep, but I woke up with this nail broken, and then I had to when it's broken in such a jagged way that you have to cut it. So I had to do that, and I had to keep cutting it. So now it's all the way down. All the acrylic is off. Because again, these are my nails for people that are unfamiliar. They have acrylic on top of them, but they're my nails. Anyway, so that happened. And then I went to the salon, and James wasn't there again. I don't know what's happening. But New York, I mean, we have a lot of people that are vaccinated, but we still can't get back to normal. But in terms of businesses and enough staff at these places, and I don't know. So James wasn't there. I could not get my nails done earlier today. Anyway, our overall energy now is the King of Pentacles. He is generous, professional, responsible, and practical. A successful time, confidently accept opportunities that you're offered. You have the Midas touch. So again, this could be you coming into abundance, you just manifesting left and right, all kinds of opportunities and money and stuff. And then that puts you in a position again to be generous, like the King of Pentacles. You're playing the role of the King of Pentacles. Or you could be an actual direct earth sign, or this could be representative of a direct earth sign that is significant in your life, or somebody that is earth sign like that is significant in your life. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. And then we have behind it, the next card would have been the Seven of Swords, but it's in reverse. And usually when you see cards, like, you see the 9, then the 7 is not far behind. Or you see the 10, the Ace is not far behind. And usually the 6 is nearby too, of Swords, at least in my experience. Anyway, let's get to it. I'm going to do a spread from the perspective, again, of the universe. I'll use these. Right in front of you here, beginning with divine being or couple. So some people like to look at the reading in terms of their relationship. Some people like to look at it in terms of an individual, or maybe you're single, or whatever the case. You can interpret it or pick it up as you wish. Divine being or couple. Recent past. Near future. Masculine's higher self. Because most of my viewership, the majority of my viewership is female. Or feminine, like 80%, 85%. I forget what it is now. So that's why we look into the masculine's higher self and not the feminine's. Blocks the individual or shared progress. What the feminine can do to help herself about that block, with that block. The masculine can do to help himself about that block, with that block. What the universe would have each archetype, masculine and feminine, or both, have them both do to help themselves. And what the universe actually wants to help them with as well, if they, are so inclined to allow it, because we all have free will. And so sometimes it can be, universe can be trying to help us, it could be sending us guides, angels on earth, right? Earth angels here to help us, and we reject the assistance. So this is what the universe wants to help us with. And like the outcome, like what can we expect to be new, to change, to be the focus going into, or by the time, the new moon comes around. So things ending on a full moon, changing, and then what can we expect to have changed or been resolved in time for the new moon. That would be what? In Scorpio, the new moon in Scorpio. And I have these other cards here, nearby. If I feel like I should pull one to clarify something, that I'm going to do that. And just so you know, I like to clarify with my next upright card when I clarify cards like that. Divine being a couple. Synchronicity. So look out for signs, synchronicities that this Aries full moon brings. It will be trying to point things out to you, to signal things to you. Like I was saying, maybe like, again, when you're writing a letter or something. And you get some sort of inclination, like write it this way, say this. Or you have an interview, job interview or something, right? King of Pentacles, job interview. And it's like, handle it this way, respond this way. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities that are trying to guide you, navigate you, or help you to navigate the energies over the next 2 weeks or so. Recent past. Rebirth. Some sort of start or renewal recently could certainly be attached to, again, Mercury having gone direct, because that sort of gives us a fresh start. Let's pull one for that one. Rebirth in what area? So the next upright card is the next card. Eight of Swords. So something that we felt bound to. It's so easy to convince yourself that you're trapped when you really aren't. Trust that God will lift you to new heights and give you a greater sense of self-confidence if you first affirm your freedom. So that may have happened for some of us recently. I'm a numbers weirdo. So of course 8 and 8 is 16. We have the 8 count clarifying the 16. If you recently, decided, okay, I can make a change, I can make a decision, I know how to get myself out of this. Maybe by paying attention to signs or something, this is what this is talking about. Near future. Pride. Somebody will be tested. Maybe you have to put your pride aside. Or somebody will have some sort of experience where they are prideful. I just feel like you're getting you get your ass handed back to you, as they say. Let's put one for that too. So here's the next card. And it's the 10 of Pentacles. Contentment comes from knowing, I just heard, pride, like a pride of lions, like your whole family. Contentment comes from knowing that your finances are secure and your family's material needs are taken care of. It's important to honor traditions and to have pride in your heritage and the accomplishments of your ancestors. So that's a very positive meaning of the word pride, or reminder to have pride in, again, your family, your ancestors. Also, I think paying attention to messages from, again, your guides, your ancestors, again, is going to be very, very important. Masculine's higher self. Spiritual career. That could be from when his abundance comes. Blocks to individual or shared progress. New beginnings. It was in reverse. So I think because things hadn't been getting started, but look, it's another orange or red card. Then this is fiery. So now things are going to get moving. Before they had been stuck. But now there's a rebirth. And in here we have this orange, or again, fiery Merkaba in the middle too. So recently, whether it was Mercury retrograde or as early as, a couple hours ago when the full moon in Aries was official. Because when I do this placement of recent past, it covers it doesn't have to be the past from before my reading. It can just be earlier in the period of because the reading covers the next 2 weeks, again, to the next major moon transit, so the new moon in Scorpio. So the recent past, if you're if we're closer to the new moon in Scorpio, the recent past, could be next week or something. Like recent past hasn't even happened yet. So that could be something too, like just a feeling of being stuck and then figuring out, like, no, I'm not. But that was also the block. So what you can do to help yourself so that you can get moving with a new beginning? Well, in order to have the new beginning, first there has to be some sort of karmic completion of the old thing. So something has to end, something has to be finished in order for you to have the start. And that's what the feminine can do for herself. Like complete that cycle, situation, relationship, then you can have the new one. What the masculine can do to help himself, take a time out, a break. I'll pull one for that too, even though break is pretty self-explanatory. Yeah. And this also could be leaving some sort of substance or something to which you're addicted alone. Like, again, time out, break, I'm going sober or something like that. It's the end of a career path. That could be too. Maybe you're on a break that you didn't choose because your job ended or something ended. End of a career path, project, or relationship. And that brings feelings of mixed joy and sadness, relief and disappointment. Put aside your fears about these changes and trust that a brighter future awaits. So in order for you, how can you get to this new beginning? It's because some ending is happening. You have to allow the ending to happen and accept it, and then look forward to the fact that something new is starting. And you got 2 10s, right? You got card number 37 equals 10, and you got the 10 of swords. So it's like that is a number of completion, and then a new cycle. What the universe wants to help with, the karmic completion, and it's another 10. So that's for both masculine and feminine. And what will have gone through this karmic completion by the time of the new moon so that we can have a fresh start, the change. So your change will have occurred in time for the new moon for you to have a new start and a new beginning. Before I pick this up, let's see in what area we can expect the change. Sometimes I get greedy. It's the devil. So, all right, so here where we were stuck, this is the change that we can expect to have been completed. This feeling of being stuck and trapped in a situation, we will have figured our way out of it. This is just reconfirmation of what came through a moment ago. Figured our way out of it. Time for a karmic completion, a completion and a karmic completion, and change by the new moon. Major Arcana card 15, Ego, or the Devil, represents the sign of Capricorn most directly. You may feel that you're trapped in your situation, but that's not true. Be careful not to overly focus on material wealth and break free of negative thinking. All right, I'll be really greedy because the next card is upright too. And boom. Isn't this awesome? Another 10, first of all. But it's the positive 10. It's basically saying if we can change that mindset, we can change ourselves, we can allow the energy around us to change, then it's like the jackpot. This is the abundance. That allows the abundance to come through and to flow in the new beginnings and the blessings. Major Arcana card 10, the wheel, represents the planet Jupiter and the sign of Sagittarius, which it rules. Expect a sudden positive change in your life. You can now move forward and make great progress. So we're going from being stuck here, and then the stuckness is completed here, to having the ability to move forward and make great progress. Now I can pick these up. And then basically we're just going to shuffle them again and do a spread from the perspective of the masculine now, like a more hopefully romantic one. Romantic spread. Or one that gives us, well, maybe romantic isn't the word. One that gives us answers with regard to love and relationship. Maybe I'll put it that way. New overall energy, again, of pride, followed by moderation. So like balance. I don't think this one is about talking about your pride as in your family. I think that one is talking about pride as an ego. Good, bad, or indifferent. And I think it's saying, there was that Nine of Swords again. Isn't that crazy? Every time I open the deck. I think it's saying, and there's the Nine of Wands I was just talking about. I said it felt like a very Nine of Wands kind of time, kind of day. What was I saying? Like everything in balance and moderation. So I think it's saying it's okay to like be proud of yourself and to have confidence and feel strong, and that the Aries energy may do that to you, but in moderation. Like make sure you don't like go overboard, cross the line into egotistical. Also, wait a minute. I think, is there another, is the new moon in Scorpio on the 19th? Now I'm going to have to check that or try to remember. I just remember, I think something is, it might not be the new moon. I think something's on the 19th. Something was on the 19th this month. It was Muhammad, the celebration of the Prophet Muhammad's birth. But I'm pretty sure something's also on the 19th in November. Do I want to say it's the new moon in Scorpio? That seems kind of far out. Ace of Cups is our new overall energy. Falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, maybe even a new home. The next card is in reverse, but it's the Knight of Cups. So we're starting off, kind of romantic. Actually, I think the 19th may be the next full moon and the lunar eclipse. I think that's what it is. You know what? After I do this spread, I have my computer here. We'll turn on the laptop like we do with the weeklies and see. I'll look at the planetary calendar, but I'm pretty sure now it's the full moon, not the new one. Full moon in Taurus. Yeah, because this is Aries. The next one is Taurus. All right. And anyway, you see how I get distracted? that's my Gemini. Pardon me. Divine Feminine. The masculine is related to. I'm gonna have to move these. I'm gonna use them the same way though as last time for the clarification. The masculine is related to the feminine and to his own energy and to the union or connection as a whole. Overall, what kind of energy the masculine would have the feminine give to the union or connection if it were up to him over this period? What kind of energy he brings to the table right now? What the universe would like us both to be giving, bringing, and the change that we can count on in time for the new moon in Scorpio. Divine Feminine. Love. Oh, isn't this a great way to start off the love spread? I like it. I like it so far. And it's that love energy number 2. The 6 represents the lovers in the tarot. And in general, numerology, 6 is a number of equity and love and, like reciprocal relationships and energies. It's very nice. The masculine as it relates to the feminine. Adventure. Love adventure. Sounds like he's ready for a new journey, or a new journey. Whether that means you were together before and you're going to start again and a brand new journey together, or a brand new journey with people that you just met or that are meeting. We'll meet over this period. Connect. Yeah, even if you don't meet. You could meet somebody online or something. I don't know. Masculine, he's relating to himself, vibing with himself. Feeling very creative. Juice is flowing. 3 is also a number of divinity, creation, the creator also. And of course can have to do with parties of 3. So like third energies involved in a situation. But I'm getting this feeling like he's feeling very like immaculate. I know that's a weird word for the masculine, or some people might think it's a weird word for the masculine. But that's what came to my mind first. I said divinity because I didn't want to say immaculate at first, but that was the word. Masculine, how he's relating to the union or connection as a whole. Spiritual, you see, divinity, immaculate. It's like something very. There's a very heavy spiritual energy surrounding the masculine, and it's super positive because he's actually like relating to it and connecting with it. Nice. Maybe we want to pull a card about the adventure. Overall, surrender. So again, letting go, allowing it to happen, looking forward to change, looking forward to the transition, not being afraid of it. Maybe even being a little impatient about it because we want it, So we'll let go so that it can come. What kind of energy the masculine would have the feminine give to the union connection for up to him? Parenting. Okay, excuse me. 369. I know I skipped over a 10, but 369 just jumped at me. So parenting, it can be literal, that he's ready to actually maybe create a family, a pride, with the feminine, or at least raise one. But it can also just be about working together, partnership, co-managing life. Co-parenting, growing something together, even if it's not a person, a business, a relationship, whatever. Household. What energy he himself is bringing to the table. It is completion. So like he's done with whatever was before. What the universe would have us both bring to the situation. Good health, like healthy energy. Nothing toxic anymore. Of course, purple being a color of divinity as well. We got all this purple here. The purple in the pride card, purple in Merkaba in the surrender card, purple Merkaba in the health card, purple card, purple Merkaba, purple card, purple Merkaba. Spirituality and completion. And the outcome. Nature. I want to pull. So for the adventure and the nature, although I think nature's pretty straightforward too. It's like letting things grow, letting things happen just organically. And there's more purple. So again, this is also something that's very, very blessed and divine, but I want to pull. So here's the cards upright. Right, is the Ace of Cups, our overall energy. So we know it's about some emotionally fulfilling new beginnings that are coming, fresh starts. And to clarify what kind of adventure, let's see. Wow. The Knight of Wands. This is perfect for the Aries full moon. And look, there's even like a full moon or a sun is there. It looks like a moon. It's so huge. Um, it's like a new moon actually with this rim here. Anyway, passionate, charismatic, confident, restless. That's a good word too for what I was saying. Like impatient, anxious. Okay, restless. That's another good word. That's what I was feeling about the moon. An opportunity arises that needs your attention right away. Moving quickly is important, yet there's nothing that you can't handle if you follow your inner guidance. So we're going to want to take off on this adventure. And it may involve actual travel. Wands can be about travel, movement. The wands can also be specifically about career, job. So there could be, something exciting going on there that maybe, provides growth or at least a support for your relationships or for your ability to even have a relationship if you're single and maybe you've been out of work but you're getting some new career work opportunities, a new adventure, and that's going to allow you to afford to go out and entertain or whatever it is. We'll look at the next one for here or for here. It's upright too. Let's be greedy and put it here. Wow. It's Major Arcana card 0, the Fool. You're starting a new adventure. I can't make this up. Adventure. You're starting a new adventure. You can read it for yourself. Run free and take a leap of faith. Isn't that awesome? And then for nature, we have to look for the next upright card. Here it is. Wow. It's the Queen of Cups. You know what the Queen of Cups represents most directly? The energy of Scorpio. Now, of course, this can also be representative of, since it's a court card, it can be an actual person, a Cancer or Pisces as well, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. That's not a water sign at all. But traditional tarot practice, most directly, the Queen of Cups relates to the energy of Scorpio. She is compassionate, loving, giving, and psychic. This is a time of deep emotions and heightened intuition that you can trust completely. Be mindful that you don't ignore your own needs while caring for others. So it's about nurture also with the nature. And then also this love, this emotion, again, we're just going to allow it to happen and be very organic and just like go with it and go through it. There's another one up right here too. Should I try my luck? Boom. Wow. Do I even need the little advice cards I was going to do? I don't think so. I think this is an awesome way to end. I was going to do the little lucky fortune cards. The Two of Cups. You're falling in love or experiencing a deepening of emotion in your current relationship. Marriages or romantic partnerships in distress can still be saved too. Don't give up. And you guys saw me shuffle not once but twice, and you saw me only pull the upright cards. So we only got the cards that we were meant to have, and yet they were absolutely perfect. Adventure for adventure, pride for pride, nurture and nature, and love for the love reading. I hope you guys have enjoyed our Aries full moon reading. I'm excited about the coming weeks, the next 2 weeks. Please do like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you're leaving, if you just wanted to see the cards, I appreciate it. If you don't mind sticking around for a moment, I'm going to, like I said, pick up my laptop and open it and sign on and whatnot as quickly as I can. And let's see what else is going on over the next 2 weeks, and particularly what 11/19 is. Let's see if I'm right about it being the full moon in Taurus. I think so. Because that's just too far out to be the new moon. Look how quickly I signed on. And my computer cooperated. All right. What's today? The 20th. Okay. October 20th, of course, at 10:57 a.m. Oh, it was a.m. I was thinking it was p.m. The full moon in Aries, 27 degrees Aries. October 23rd, as we talked about over the weekend in the general reading at 12:51 a.m., the sun enters Scorpio. It is the first day of Scorpio season. October 28th, 4:05 p.m., the last quarter moon, 5 degrees Leo. October 30th at 10:21 a.m., Mars, the red planet, so more fire, enters Scorpio. 0 degrees Scorpio. November 4th, 5:14 p.m. is the new moon in Scorpio, 12 degrees Scorpio. Maybe that's where where the threes are coming from too, possibly. Because I also noticed the 5-5 from the adventure and the 7-7 from the divinity equals 3-3-2. Or 12-12, which is 3-3. 12-12 or 3-3. November 5th, 6:44 a.m. Venus enters Capricorn, 0 degrees Capricorn. Also November 5th, 6:35 p.m. Mercury enters Scorpio. So you got your air and water, 0 degrees. November 8th. Oh, why am I still going? I already got up to the new moon. Okay. That was the 4th, new moon in Scorpio. So that's for what this reading goes. And then November 19th, yes, I was right. Okay. I don't know why I'm like this. It's probably the Aries moon. All right, November 19th, 3:57 a.m., full moon and partial lunar eclipse, 27 degrees Taurus. Boom. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Again, I hope you enjoy the next couple of weeks as well. We have some really, really awesome energy. Some things may be coming to an end, so that may not feel awesome. But I don't think it's going to feel horrible either. I think it's going to continue like today. Like I said, annoying challenges popping up, but like you know that you can move past them, and they're just annoying nonetheless. And then when they're completed, when you make your way through them, really, really awesomeness coming our way. Namaste, guys.